Hey, welcome to the world, fellas.
Now die.
Now you die. It reminds me. Did you know that? Actually, did you know? Do you remember how you were telling me about lab rats earlier? Like we were doing that one meme
Yeah.
with Principal Perry.
Yep.
Did you know that they're actually part of a connected universe?
Wait. We're gonna do the universe with what?
The superheroes.
The medic.
Another TV show
the,
called Mighty Med.
Oh, right. I think you told me about that, but keep telling me more.
Yeah. Well, there was like in the very pilot episode of that show, there's a they like discover the superhero like that superheroes are real and all that stuff.
Yep.
And then they see a sign after they're shoved into a room that says "Now you die,"
Oh, dang.
and they start freaking out. And then the thing like glitches back to reality, and it says "No, your die happens."
I was gonna say it was a typo.
And they're like,
go on.
yeah, they're like, yeah, why would they have that there?
I was expecting you to be like, actually, it was a typo. It meant to say "Now you die." Nah, like they're in a kitchen or something. Wow, you got lucky with that knockback. Just out the box. Never mind. Was the Mighty Med show a good show?
Good-ish. They had like they actually originally had this one crossover episode with Lab Rats, which was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they tried making it a full-on series, and the series not only bombed, but it bombed so bad that it was canceled.
Oof. Takes a lot to get canceled on Disney. Usually they just give you like 80 gajillion seasons despite no one watching.
Yeah. So you can really tell how bad it was.
That's sad. So wait, was the series like going actually before then, or just like, hey, here's a spin-off idea and bombs?
The series was like literally transitioned into that one.
I see. Yeah, I remember that because I saw that whole Lab Rats like giant overview thing of Fledger, like the whole series or whatever you want to call it.
Not sure what you mean.
There was this one video that was going over like the history of Lab Rats like throughout the series, like as a review thing, right. And then it says like it breaks down to Mighty Men, and it's like, oh, well, I'll have to check out that review and stuff. Wait, and then I never got around to it.
Oh yeah. It was a very, very sad, and it was very sad to end that way.
Oh, no! Jerks! Didn't even give me time to process.
Zero time. Hope you like falling.
Boy, do I! God, that reminds you of the freaking Mega Man X5 be like, okay, we're gonna start a Zoomer bike sequence, and you fell into a pit before we even say go. Anyway, so it was a good show until they had the Lab Rats join.
Yeah, well, no, they didn't. So like the two of them joined into one show.
Yep.
And the newer show sucked.
That's sad.
With like it followed the continuity of both of them, but the problem is there were two major problems with that. One, they didn't finish the continuity of Mighty Med. They just forgot, I guess. Despite the fact that they had been building up this new, really all-powerful villain for literally a full-on season.
And then it got canceled.
And then the villain literally wins.
Okay.
And then they're just like, oh yeah, we beat her off screen.
Ah! No, you can't just do that.
Oh yeah.
That's the laziest way of doing something. You're like, it happened off screen. Don't worry about it.
We beat her off screen, but how? How'd you do it? You guys literally showed us that Apex the Elder and and Dynamo or whatever his name was couldn't even scratch her. They showed us off that two of the most powerful heroes in their arsenal couldn't even scratch her, and they're just like, oh yeah, we beat her off screen.
Oh, yeah, it was easy. We just put some duct tape on it. God, that's like the worst way of doing it. It's so lazy too. There's no benefit to it.
Yep. There is none. None whatsoever.
The only thing you could possibly think of to say would be like, oh, it was a throwaway joke.
Yeah, which is even worse.
Yeah, throwaway joke. We're gonna throw away an entire character. It was a
Yep.
joke.
Who we had been building up so much this entire time. And then we have her beat. We not only have her, okay, so like we are also introduced at the end of season 1 to, like, I guess spoiler alert, which isn't really a spoiler alert because it's been like what years now.
Spoiler alert for like a 10-year-old series.
Yeah. Anyways, we find out that their friend I think his name is Horace or something. His name, I think that's his name. Find out that he's actually Caduceus, he's actually like the medic superhero. He has the ability to literally revive the dead.
Oh, that's powerful.
And yeah, it's a little powerful, but it has a terrible irreversible effect on him. He gains a pound in his hips.
No, that's what Squidward was afraid of, but eating all the Krabby Patties. Oh no, wait, it was his thighs.
Oh shit.
Oh dang it.
Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah, he loses all of his power at the end of the second season because of this new villain who tricks him.
Oh dang.
Yeah. So no more reviving from the dead, guys.
Well, it's good they don't have an overpowered skill like that.
Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure it like mentions in passing that he also died.
Wah, wah, wah.
Like it pretty much just says that a lot of the superheroes just kind of died. They either died or went into hiding. And then we're just left with this new series where they're just like, yeah, we're all gonna act like assholes to one another, and we're just gonna pretend like none of that happened.
Or they died in hiding.
They died in hiding. Yeah, we literally see it occur.
God, that just how sad.
Yeah, it happens when people when you can't get people back for seasons.
I understand that. Just like, could you just not say that they're dead and just be like, oh, they're off enjoying their life, having, I don't know, a vacation or something. I don't know.
Gotta have some explanation as to why they're not here.
You can explain it. They moved away to go help heroes in other cities.
How do you explain that? How do you explain how you got rid of the evil villain?
We beat him off screen.
Yeah, I guess so.
No,
which is also awful.
I don't know
because she actually has a tragic backstory.
Oh, of course she does. I mean, every villain has a backstory nowadays. They can't just be evil for the sake of evil.
No, this is for people that don't actually have backstories. Where every villain in the Lab Rat series and Mighty Med series was literally just Jack Horner.
But not as fun.
But not as fun. But yeah, in this one, they actually made an actual villain that has a real, legit backstory. And her backstory is, she's actually okay. So, little bit of context: characters' names are Oliver and Kaz.
Okay.
And we find out that Bridget is Oliver's mom.
Okay.
And she went down a dark path after Oliver's life was essentially threatened by an employer who turned out to be a villain, and she found out the secret identity of. So rather than let that happen, she killed him.
Oof.
And took over his underground empire, and kind of just went down a very dark path with a lot of trauma as a result of that.
That's a pretty deep backstory.
Yeah, and then it kind of she just kind of was driven to madness with an obsession for power for the whole sole purpose of making sure that no one can ever threaten her child again.
That's one hell of a backstory. Let's beat her off screen.
Yep, let's beat her off screen.
It's always a sad thing when that sort of stuff happens. It's just like, well, how do you answer that problem? There's only one way to really answer that, because I can't think of another way other than you recast her.
Which would, well, technically, you know what, they could have actually gone away with that. You know why?
Why?
Because she went through a transformation. You could have recast her.
Wait, so they had a built-in excuse, and they still decide, nah, cost money. Oh, god dang it. That's the one way it'd be worse. So the villain had a giant transformation. They do nothing with it. Oh, wait.
Yeah, the villain had a transformation. You could have just said, oh yeah, this is the completed form of her transformation.
What?
and then kept on the story from there.
What's weird is that she needed a transformation, because if she was already whooping the good guys' butts, why did she need a transformation?
No, like she became powerful because she transformed.
Oh. So the only way that she was able to win was by transforming.
Right. Because we had been building up this thing called the Arcturian, which grants the user unlimited amounts of power.
I see. That's very powerful
And
indeed.
Then, yep, unlimited amounts of power. But in the process, it will also kill them.
Oh, well, that's bad.
So there's like no upside to using it because you get all powerful, but you also die. Well, she found a workaround with it by tricking Horus, aka Caduceo, into bringing her back from the dead, using his power.
Oh crap! So she had So she already experienced the downsides and not something but upsides.
Yeah, she figured out. She basically tricked him.
She cheated death.
Yeah, she tricked him into reviving her, and then she became unstoppable.
Damn, how are we ever gonna beat? Oh, off screen. All right, that'll do it.
Yep, off screen. I just did it while I was off screen.
Nice.
That's what I would have done too.
There's a lot of things that can be taken care of off screen without any problem to the audience. Which, like, gosh darn it, that's not one of them.
Yeah, you don't just solve an issue like that.
Here's what things that you can get away with off screen. Character wakes up, puts on pajamas, goes downstairs. We don't need to see them need to go and take a piss after first waking up, having morning wood and stuff like that. Just go.
Yeah, just go, do your thing, and just
and go get hit by Truck Coon.
And don't get hit by Truck Coon, of course. Right.
Hey, you want to see something cool? Truck Coon.
Oh, that's just funny.
I like the characters react to wearing each other's SpongeBob's underwear.
Yep. But then it's just it just kind of feels wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds wrong. You don't just
all this
do
build
that.
up with no payoff.
Yeah, exactly. That's the worst way to do it. God, as underwhelming as some of the stuff in Arc 5 was, like with the professor and all that stuff, they didn't just say, "Oh, we beat him off screen."
Yeah.
You could argue.
At least didn't do that.
You could argue what they actually did with him was worse, but at least they didn't do it off screen.
Yeah.
God.
And also, unlike Zark, this person actually had build-up for half the entire show.
Well, Zark had build-up. I mean, he was the main driving thread throughout the show, just mentioning him constantly.
Well, no, okay, so imagine if Akaba Leo was essentially Zark.
Oh.
That's essentially the build-up you get with this person.
All right, fair enough, I guess then. God, now I'm imagining it just be like, okay, we all have to band together. We're going to beat I already beat him off screen. Wait, what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bowman's absorbed almost everyone in Link Brains. To be continued. Next episode. All right, so I beat Bowman. What?
Yeah, it's just so I don't know why Disney decided to do that, but they did.
It has to have been an upper management thing. That doesn't sound like something a scriptwriter would do. At least a competent one.
What the heck?
Sandy can't sneak.
I know, but I should be able to get close enough to shoot him with the rope, right?
Can you turn the camera? Okay, you can. How'd you even put it on without taking
logic of that?
How'd you even put it on without taking off your suit?
I don't know. But I'm more curious about what is she using for her what is she using for the other cover-up?
I don't want to know. Well, it's been established that she's wearing a bikini underneath that.
So I am able to do this. It was just that one guy that I couldn't do it.
Maybe it was just an angle or something. You couldn't get above him or something. Or maybe just a glitch.